why? Just this episode was just. Oh my goodness. Please tell me, did you feel some sort of awkwardness when you watched this episode? Because it was just. Why? The way this episode went into a very strange direction is probably one of the reasons why I just keep coming back to this series. Yes, the CGI is god awful. That dragon was just nauseating to look at. It reminded me of those days in the early 2000s on Fox Kids when you watch those TV shows like Action Man or any other kind of show like Silver Surfer and stuff, where they had those terrible 3D models, but you didn't care back then. Back then, that was top quality CGI. That was okay. They had their excuse. Today, in a period where you have good CGI, where people can go on YouTube and create MND models with their home computers and make such great web series off their own computer with little to no money whatsoever, doing great projects, especially the Toho franchise, can do that much. But you're telling me a studio can't produce at least some good CGI creatures and blend them in with the settings of the art direction, which is 2D. Apparently they can't do that. That dragon was nauseating to look at. Like, my god. But nonetheless, I was entertained. If that's one thing the show has going for it, is its entertainment value. It's pretty high. And okay, let me clear myself. Watching the beginning, okay, this episode started off seeing all of Hajime's new toys. They always see him with his gun, sniper rifle, and stuff like that. And of course, his Jeep, or his Hummer, along with his motorcycle. Now we get to see him with his other kind of tools, a giant shield, a cannon, all that stuff, even little drones that he can see with his eye, kind of like something that that I'll think about later. But anyways, that kid from Naracha from JoJo Part 5 was able to do with his thing. I was going to see that. It's going to see isekai protagonist who doesn't really rely on that kind of magic. You know, most isekai you watch, it's always pure basically magic, and they're overpowered with that magic, or as a sword. But then again, you get those unique isekais where it's a different kind of power, such as recently Shield Hero. Now we can see a guy who relies on military technology, but fused with some magic, of course, to show a new twist on the isekai genre. You know, those kind of isekais are the main ones that usually stick out most of the times. Seeing that, so he was able to find Will, and Will being a guy. Usually these kind of spoiled noble types are like just glad to be captured. Glad to be rescued and think nothing for themselves. But this guy actually seemed to actually have a heart. He was upset that his friends were killed, or his companions, and he felt like he didn't deserve to live. And I guess people will feel that sometimes. If you ever have that experience where someone died and you feel like it's your fault, so you feel like you should have died as well. But the thing about that is that you are alive for a reason. And if you are alive for a reason, it is best for you to live your life for not only yourself, but for those who you believe is your fault. Live your life to the fullest. Do what you can do to satisfy both of you. It's the only way to keep moving on, anyways. So after that little life lesson, we get to see the creature that attacked. Because before that, they see a trail of charred weapons and a giant crater. And that led up to a giant black dragon. With a very terrible, god awful CGI. Man. Ugh, why didn't White Fox take over this? I don't know why. I don't know why White Fox didn't take this fully. They're just helping on the sidelines. But nonetheless, it's it's amazing how humans can just get used to some things. You know, how they can just sit there and just like, oh, I don't like this, but then you want to keep watching. So you're like, okay, I'll put up with it in order to enjoy something. That's how it usually is sometimes in life. You'll be surprised how you'll adapt with something you don't like, and just over a period of time, you're just like, it's just part of your everyday life. You're used to it now. There's nothing you can do about it. So, the dragon fight was pretty action packed. You know, I didn't mind it. You know, everyone pulled their weight, even the classmates, even though they weren't much of help. But the fact that they were considering to help out was not so bad after all. But they were in a way, Hajime had things under wraps. Especially when the part I really want to talk about, where he knows that the only way to really kill a dragon is if you don't have something that's strong enough to cut dragon scales, the only way to really kill it is to kill it where you don't have scales. I'm like, what, inside the mouth, the eye? Nope, apparently it's the rum. A place where the sun don't shine. And speaking of that, he shoved that pole up that dragon's rear. He just shoved the pole up his rear. And I'm like, oh my god. The show's going there. And then it just went to that shift, that different shift of direction, where it went from action-packed to now it's just pure out comedy. The dragon was just begging for him to stop, and he just kept pounding and pounding. And there were jokes. The entire situation was awkward. If you were there, just really there yourself, and you're just watching this go down, like, the heck am I watching? Just watching this dude just pound his iron pole up the dragon's butt. He's constantly doing it. The dragon's telling him to stop. So the dragon's name is Tia, one of the last, probably is the last dragon of the noble dragon race, Dragonborn. So Tia's a lot like Yui, where she is the last of her kind. They've been gone for many, many years ago, and sole survivors and all that stuff. So apparently Tia was being mind controlled by someone, and because of that, they were ordered to attack Will. And while that was happening, probably the total of 6,000 monsters were coming towards the village to attack it. So yeah, it'll be there by 2 days. Of course, Hajime doesn't really care much. He just cares about getting the son to his father so he can get paid and get that recognition. But however, of course, knowing how things are, he's tsundere type, like I said. You know, he's going to say no at first, but Yui or someone will convince him otherwise to do it. It's the same pattern you see most of the times with it. I wish Hajime would stop, well, the writer would stop doing this and just do a better way to do this. Like, instead of him always saying, I ain't going to do this, and then he's just later on convinced to do it anyways, it feels like it's prolonging the inevitable, you know? We might as well have it happen. Like, instead of him doing that, just him like, I'll do this, but for something in exchange. That'd be better. Not Fumi does this in Shield Hero. First, he didn't want to do things to help people, but then later on, he became like a merchant and decided to, like, you know, do business instead of just tearing people down. Just to only say, okay, I'll do it. He'll just do it, but within something in return. That's smart thinking. You would expect Hajime to have this already, you know, like, because in the end, he's going to do it anyways, but might as well ask for something out of it instead. That would make more sense instead of him just denying it and then just do it after all. It gets repetitive and stuff. But anyways, the monsters are on their way, and Hajime and the group have a new member. Tia, the masculinist dragon. She is gonna be something. You got the quiet, cute, calming you got the clumsy, bunny, Shia, and now you have the masculinist dragon, Tia. You have a very weird harem right there, Hajime, but at least the characters do stick out, you know. Each one has their own interesting traits, you could say, and I like to see where it goes. Like I said before, when I am done this, I will get the light novels and I will read them and see how the story is from there. I've only been reading the manga, and the recent chapter of The Raws came out recently, and I gotta say, And by the way, one more thing I want to talk about before I stop this video is the teacher did say that one of their students were missing, after all. And I have a feeling probably could it be the missing student could be this person who's going around manipulating the monsters. That could be it. I don't know myself, but it's just a guess, a very educated guess, I believe, because it seems too convenient to just say, oh yeah, I'm missing a student, and then you hear somehow this rogue person going around manipulating monsters to the point where they can manipulate a dragon, for crying out loud. But then again, dragons are hard to wake up because they're so strong. So, that's what I got for the video. Very weird, but entertaining episode. The only thing that really got to me was that god-awful CGI dragon. That was terrible, but it is what it is, man. If you don't like the show up to this point, you gotta ask yourself, why am I still here? Because sometimes when I'm reading comment sections and I'm watching the video and you're seeing people still hating on a show so hard when they're almost done the show, it makes you wonder, are you watching it just to have the full thing, or are you just watching it just to be spiteful with it? I don't know. Why are you torturing yourself like that? If you like something that much, just don't watch it. No one's forcing you to watch it after all. So anyways, that's what I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload. This has been the Mad Crown on Madame, signing out.